I feel the gravity pull and it keeps me away. I would rather be here, lonely in space. I've made up my mind, I just wanna be free. I live my own life in a new galaxy. I wanna be weightless in the silence of the night sky. I wanna free fall into nothing at all. I'm taking the moment, starting all over. I wanna be free and live my own life in a new galaxy.
Welcome to Nairobi, the capital city of the Republic of Kenya and the biggest metropolis in East and Central Africa. Nairobi from above is a beautiful blooming flower with a beautiful skyline and high rises. Beneath it, we wanna go and see if it lives up to the hype. And Nairobi has really changed. From the title of this video, it's up to you to watch this video up to the end and let me know if your opinion aligns with my opinion, because as we have different opinions on the development of Nairobi. Right here I'm outside the city center, which I will be walking and show you the city center, how it looks like, because it has taken a turn for the good or for the worst. It's up to you to judge. First, the development can be described from different angles. That is development, socio-economic, and population involvement. So right here I'm outside the city center and I'm showing you some of the development that has happened in the past 5 years. This is the famous Nairobi Expressway that was constructed by the previous government, that is headed by the Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and this one took around 2 to 3 years to be complete. So I want to go beneath this Nairobi and show you how it looks like as we begin this tour of Nairobi. So there is a tunnel I want to show you. We want to go through it and let me know what do you think about the development. So in the past 5 or 10 years we have seen so much drastic change in the development that are happening in the Republic of Kenya or Nairobi. First is infrastructure, and when it comes to infrastructure, it's things like these tunnels that connect people from one side to the other to avoid that traffic or motorist and pedestrian conflict. So here we have a tunnel. It's the one that I'm going through, and it's a recent development that happened. It's the drainage is wanting a little bit here. This is what comes with rapid urban development if there is no proper structure or proper policies that are done. You see how drainage is affecting this place. So yes, that is the tunnel. We have gone beneath Nairobi and we get to see what it has to offer. So right now I'll be walking as we try and explore how Nairobi has been changing drastically over the years. Yes, so vamos. If you go this way, this is the University of Nairobi, previously known as the Duke of York, one of the best universities you can study here in Nairobi. So it's good for law and other things. So so guys, right here I'm at there is a university here, that is the Nairobi University. As I was saying, is the best university. So this is one of the development, and that has really turned Nairobi to be a city whereby everyone would want to visit, and we have seen a rapid influx of expatriates who are moving to the Republic of Kenya because of, you know, nice infrastructure and things like that. So from here you can be able to see a very beautiful high rise over this side, and right here I'm joining University Way. And the reason as to why this highway is called the University Way, it has multiple you can find multiple universities on this side, from Kenyatta University, Nairobi University, there is Methodist University, there is KCA University, and a lot of universities on this side. So I'll try as much as possible to see how I can cross to the other side. And now we get to join the real streets of Nairobi and show you how they look like. Yes. From here, guys, you can be able to tell that infrastructure in Nairobi, it's something that has been given an upper hand. This is, I was talking about the University Way. It's a, I think, 8-lane, you know, highway that connects to Uhuru Highway, and also from above you can be able to tell that is Nairobi Expressway. So I want to cross over to the other side because, you know, there is a barrier that has been put around here so that, you know, to disintegrate or to disinvite where you're supposed to pass as a pedestrian. So let's close to the other side. And the police officers are the one who are control traffic on this side, not the, you know, the usual traffic lights. So guys, I guess most of you have not seen this side of Nairobi, and as we were talking about the development, I guess you have seen about the infrastructure and also the Nairobi Expressway that was also constructed from Mombasa to Kisumu. Right now you can take a train from Nairobi to Mombasa and from Nairobi to Kisumu. So guys, roads on this side are such a nice, you know, way to walk around and to navigate. So this is now beneath the Nairobi that you see from above. Yeah, so guys, as much as development as much as Nairobi is developing and a lot is changing, Nairobi has maintained its nickname, the green city under the sun. So you can be able to tell so much greenery around the city. You can tell from here, they look amazing. So we are still beneath, you know, the skyline of Nairobi and the high rises, and we get to see what is beneath that skyline. When I was still walk around, you know, you can be able to tell these are some of the rapid maybe negative side of things when it comes to the development. A lot of traffic, but it's, you know, it's continuing to move. Concerning that, Nairobi has about, you know, a total of 5.5 million population as of 2019 census, you know. So as much as it's developing, there is the population still continue, you know, growing every day now and then, because people are coming from the up countries and other countries to come to look for jobs and greener pastures, you know, in the city of Nairobi, depending that Nairobi is the largest and the biggest commercial hub in Kenya. Yeah. And when it comes, we talk about, you know, development. People can talk about development from all angles and with different opinions. So in the past listen to, I have been able to experience, I have been able to see a lot of change, especially when it comes to, you know, technology. And Nairobi has been named as the Silicon Valley of Africa, or maybe East Africa, because we have some very significant offices in Nairobi that, you know, you talk about the Google, Microsoft, and other multinational organization offices that makes Nairobi the Silicon Valley. I guess you have seen someone from, you know, talk about the technological era that is revolutionizing a lot of things here in Nairobi. That's why you find a lot of creators, a lot of photographers, a lot of, you know, digital marketers are moving to Nairobi to make sure they are able to access the Silicon Valley-ness of Nairobi. So, and also there is a park on this side. This is part of, you know, trying to develop and maintain Nairobi. Let me go in and show you how it looks like. This is Jivanji Garden, and it has a lot of, you know, historical significance in the Republic of Kenya. That one we are going to discover and talk about it in the next coming episode. You should stick around when I'll be covering more about, you know, the parks in the city of Nairobi. So if you really want to, you know, sit, relax and have a good time, you can come over here and, you know, relax. So this is how it looks like, and people just come and sit here and relax. Yes, guys, as I was saying about, you know, the technological hub, before I got interrupted by the green space, you know, revolutionization. You know, still, as we are talking about the development and changing of the face of Nairobi, we have the green space, you know, that cater for the relaxation of the Nairobi residents. So, as we were talking about the technological things, Nairobi, I think, is the city whereby you get to experience money market transfer. You know, I mean, like mobile money transfer. Especially everywhere in the city, you'll find people paying through M-Pesa, till number, and other things like that. It's only in Nairobi whereby multiple people, multiple businesses, they do such things. Right here, I think this is the most beautiful street that I know in Nairobi. This is Mwidibingo Street, overlooking the KICC Times Tower and the CBK Pension Towers. So if you're in Nairobi, you have to make sure you check out this side of the city. Yeah, so guys, I guess you have been able to tell there is a lot of photographers in the streets of Nairobi, and that is part of urbanization that leads to creation of jobs and you know, creation of jobs to young entrepreneurs and other people like that. So at least the current governor, you know, Sakaja, decided to give the permit to photographers and people like us who are trying to sell our city to the world and get to make it known. That's why we get to see a lot of people coming to visit Nairobi. Yeah. So as much as Nairobi is evolving and things like that, a lot of green space are also being taken care of. Maybe I'll get to have a chance and visit Uhuru Park. There is Uhuru Park, there is Jivanji, there is Uhuru Gardens, there is City Park, a lot of parks in the city of Nairobi. So whenever you just want to relax and have a good time, you can go to those city parks and get to have a good time. So here we have the Nairobi city market. So inside here you get to buy flowers, meat, fruits, artifacts, a lot of things like. So guys, as I was telling about, yeah, that is a city market, you know. That's where you get to also exchange your money and things like that. So I guess multiple of you haven't been able to get to know this side of the city, especially here on Dibengo Street. It was a red light zone. This is where by aircraft during the Imperial British East African, you know, control of the Imperial British East African Company, when it was controlling the East Africa, that is Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania, because we were colonized by the British. This is whereby they could store their light aircraft, and before they constructed an airstrip on the other side of, on the eastern side of the city, that is Eastleigh. Yeah, so vamos, let's continue moving. So you can be able to tell this is Banda Street and Dibengo Street. So this side you'll find a lot of photographers and videographers, you know, trying to make a living from what they love or what's their skill. Yep. Hey, hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Awad Salim. Yeah, and I'm a street photographer.
You can tell
Yeah,
he has his weapon of destruction.
yeah, I do it for a living. Yeah, all day, man.
So my question is, is Nairobi changing for the better or for the worst? What is your opinion on that?
Okay, according right now, we can just say definitely for the worst. Definitely for the worst. Yeah.
Why
There
do you
have been
think?
a lot of things happening? Evacuation, people being evacuated from their homes. Yeah, with certain programs. Yeah, and things are not easy, by the way. Things are getting tough even for us. We can like spend even a whole day without shooting. You know? Yeah. So there's like I think things are getting tough. Everyone is trying to keep themselves, like, for anything you can do. Yani ajiweke ile yake kidogo.
Yeah, what you have to do, what you have to do to survive.
You have to do what you have to do to survive, but yeah.
That means people are not living, they're just surviving.
People are surviving.
People are surviving.
Big time.
Big time. Oh, guys, I told you from the beginning of this video, it's up to you to judge and to decide whether if Nairobi is changing for the worst or for the best. So, do you have a page whereby you post your work, or you just...
Yeah, yeah. I'm active on Instagram.
Yes.
And it is Bawazir_photography. So BAWAZIR_photography.
Photography.
Yeah. Underscore then KE again.
Okay. Hey. Okay, thank you so much.
Welcome.
Bro, have a good time when you're shooting your videos. Let me proceed.
Same to you. I look for you for the videos.
For the videos.
I will take you on the subscribe channel.
Yeah, you can on the subscribe button, on the description box, or maybe on the screen you'll get my IG.
Okay.
All right, have a good one, brother.
Okay, same.
Yeah. So guys, that's you know, that's the opinion of people here. I told you I'm not going to be biased at any given time. I'll just let you to be the judge and get to tell me what you think about the developments and, you know, the changing face of Nairobi. Yes. So this is the economic distress. You can tell the photographers, they don't have clients. They're just standing waiting for passerbys to, you know, to ask them if they want to get a picture or something of the sort. Yeah. So right here, right now, we are in the city center. So this is Kenyatta Avenue. Kenyatta Avenue, let me see, they removed the board that was here that indicated is Kenyatta Avenue. But Kenyatta is given the name Kenyatta after the first president of the Republic of Kenya, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, who assumed power in 1964. Yes. So this is Nairobi for you. So guys, you cannot talk about development without even touching more about healthcare, without talking about health and education. And this is one of the biggest crazy things that have been happening in those two departments. We have seen changes like from National Health Insurance Fund has been changed to SHA-SHIF, and it's in crisis. We have seen like the education system has been changed from the 844 to 666 something of the sort. So guys, if you know more about, I'm not sure about the education system and the health insurance, whatever sector, it's in crisis. Because whenever you go to the hospital and you get to use your former NHIF card, you tend to be told that it's not working, or you cannot be able to use that unless you have to pay the hospital with cash, or you have to use the social health authority, or the social health something, that is SHA and SHIF and things like that. Guys, I'm telling you, the health sector is in crisis. So that is something that the government need to address ASAP. So right here, welcome to Nairobi City County, a greener and a cleaner city, can be able to tell. So whenever you're walking in the street of Nairobi, you will never lack to see some monuments that reminds us about, you know, where we came from, about the history of Kenya and things like that. So these monuments are to remind us the people who were taken from Kenya, the World War, you know, soldiers taken to Burma to fight for, you know, the Europeans and things like that. So here you get to see Nairobi City County, for greener and cleaner city. At least they have maintained the landscape of Nairobi. You can tell it has maintained that nickname, the green city under the sun. And for those who don't know, Nairobi was established in 1899 and became the capital city of Kenya after, you know, Mombasa is the one that was the capital city of Kenya in 1901. And then, you know, during the colonial stuff, during the construction of Mombasa to Uganda Railway, the colonizers were, the railway construction, trying to look for a place to store their materials, and they got to, you know, spot Nairobi. Yeah, I guess I've talked about the history of Nairobi multiple times here on this channel. Yeah, so right now we are walking downtown, and this now is to talk more about the development and maybe the negative side of things. Every city that is developing has its own side effects if they are not addressed properly. So guys, due to rapid urbanization, we get to experience some challenges, you know, in each and every developing city, especially when it comes to overcrowding, social and economic disparities, security concerns and things like that. So on this side of the city, this is whereby you get to experience all those, especially when it comes to overcrowding and security concerns, pollution because of so many vehicles in the city. I guess right now they're trying to bring back the electric buses that are going to, you know, put to an end to diesel and petroleum engined motor vehicles, at least to minimize the air pollution and things like that. So on this side, when it comes to social disparities, this is social disparities, economic social disparities, On this side you'll get to find who owns the city. People hustling, you know, people hustling and things like that. So I'll take you to that side whereby you get to see now the real social disparities when it comes to economic and growth. But this side we get to see a lot of crowding, a lot of you know, matatus, a lot of security concerns and things like that, because I guess most of you know Nairobi has been nicknamed as the Nairobi, meaning city whereby if you are not concerned with your security, whatever you own, your phone, your purse or things like that, can be snatched by, you know, hooligans and hoodlums who are just in the city of Nairobi to steal from people. Yes, because they're taking advantage of you know, taking advantage of Nairobi is overcrowded and things like that. And if you're not watchful, you know, you can be knocked down by these matatus. Sometimes these matatus, they are driven in a very reckless manner. So I have to also be very careful, and also check my camera so that it does not get snatched. This is the only gadgets that I'm remaining with after, you know, my house was broken into and a lot of my gadget and equipment was stolen. But as long as I'm alive and I have brains and I have hands, I can continue making these vlogs for you guys. So guys, you can be able to tell there is a difference between uptown and downtown. You know, this side, yes, the infrastructure they're trying to change that face, but you know, we still have some loopholes and things to be addressed by the county government, you know. And I hope most of you have heard this voice. I want to put that video and you guys get to hear the voice. That's the person who is taking charge of the Nairobi environmental things like that. And let me pass or cross to the other side and I'll show you something. I don't know if I'll be able to see that, but yeah. So in the recent past, Geoffrey Musiria, the sound that you have heard in the previous minutes, has been removing all these signage that were hanging on the streets of Nairobi. You know, you can now walk very peaceful without watching your head, or without, you know, they removed all these banners that were hanging on the road. That is something that is, you know, yes, these are negative things for the business owners who are trying to advertise their businesses, but it's for the best, for the good of the pedestrians, so that they don't get hurt by those falling banners and things like that. So guys, you can be able to tell this, and now you can be able to see some hawkers. Now this is when it comes to economic things. All these people are just here to make a living from, you know, their goods and things like that. But the county government, the county askaris are very ruthless and they are crazy. They thrash them, they beat them, they, you know, take their merchandise and things like that, you know. But they have been told, like, okay, you're supposed to hawk on this side of the city at this time of hour or time of the day. Yeah. So this side is downtown, and you can be able to see there is a lot of matatus and yeah, things like that. So if when you're on this side of the city, bro, or sees, you have to make sure you watch your gadgets or your purse or whatever you own, because like, whoop, this side, it's a matter of a fraction of a second and everything you're having can be snatched away. Guys, look at all this. Look at all this. The organization of Nairobi on this side is something that, you know, needs to be addressed. So you see what I was talking about, overclouding and pollution, because all these cars right here, some of them are emitting, you know, some toxic gases to the environment, you see. So it's up to you to let me know. So, you know, and also talk about the security concern. If you're not careful, you either get knocked down or you find yourself in the midst of, you know, these matatus, and you know, you're gone. So I'm walking in the middle of the road, so I don't want to risk this. So let me try to cross over to the other side. Yes, so I think I'm a little bit safer on this side. So guys, on this side of the street, now you can see the hassles that happen. So these are kind of phone covers. Young guys are trying to sell, you know, to make a living out of that, other than just dropping CVs to officials to get some white collar job, and you know, it's something that is not as per the economy of the Republic of Kenya is concerned at the moment, you see. But a good thing is that on this side of the city, when I was here, this was like an abandoned lane. It had some trash, a lot of street kids sleeping on this side, but right now they have changed, you know, they have put cabros, and you know, it's a nice place for you to walk around. Yep. So all these are young guys who are trying to make a living out of, you know, these phone covers and things like that. Maybe later. Okay. So wow, this is nice. At least I can be happy and get to, you know, let you understand how the changes of Nairobi, you know, are happening. So right here you find a lot of matatus and madres and matatu, very nice matatus on the other side. So on the other side, so whether so guys, whether the changes in the Republic of Kenya, that is the capital city of Kenya, whether they are perceived positive or negative, it depends on one's individual perspective. Some of them see it as a, you know, a land of opportunity, a city whereby dreams can come true, and others see it as a concrete jungle whereby opportunities are limited. Some of them experience a lot of challenges and things like that, but also it depends with what you think about it, you know. So it's up to you as an individual to get to, you know, experience the both side of Nairobi, the rich side and the, you know, the economic despised side of things. But that is your opinion, so whatever you think about it is up to you. So write it down to the comment section and let me know, what do you think? Is it changing for the worst or for the better? So I am your favorite host, Samuel_Traveler, and it's been a nice you know, time speaking to you guys and getting to take you around Nairobi and get to show you the changes that are happening in the streets of Nairobi. So I'm gonna see you on the next episode, and remember to subscribe to the channel and mostly let me know what you think about that episode. So see you on the next episode. Ciao ciao.